Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel from Jose's Random Special Vehicles. This video they showcase a domestobot on PSP method. This one I entered the domestobot. This one is one hand is missing. So this robot is one of the rarest vehicle in the game. So I tried to obtain it from the air ambulance in my inventory. Now if I miss a lot, I get nightmares obtaining this domestobot. On PS2 method is too easy to get the domestobot without the air ambulance. Just use a police car on the air ambulance on PSP. Air ambulance on PSP method, you got lots of attempts to get a lot of practice, like you see on the radar. If you fail your self attempts, you get nightmares. So this domestobot has 2 seats, so you can ride with a gang, and you can convert the unique domestobot on PSP and PS2 to heavy firepower, super damage, unique color black. I almost beat my city story, so I get stressed out and I freak out. This is what happens in the video that showcase a lot of practice is domestobot method on PSP method. Appears in strange things. This is what happens when you see strange things every time you lose your mind. This one is made on Nintendo domestobot. Looking at nice eyes on the front as a headlights on underneath, and the top one was tail lights. PSP has no arms on the right one. On the left one has one arm on all platforms. This one is the left. The right one does have a PSP. The PS2 has 2 arms, 2 hands on this domestobot. So you'll see the showcase what happens to strange things to the duplication. This is what happens. If I did this before, I just saw the same thing with the hardest duplication. So, you better look at that at least 5 or 6 seconds. You get this emulator, or no, not even 6 emulator. So if you stop, that means you see, I do with level back C. Supposed to enter marker at least 5 seconds to enter this marker. To see the domestobot to duplicate the bands, that does not account for a PSP. If you see a strange thing, just redo it over and over again. So let's see what happens if you don't spam X. It charges 0 in face black. So it crashed. Nobody ever tried that on PSP and PS2 because if you don't spam X, it crashes the game. After that, back to the PSP emulator of city stories. Use the same things, but that's cheating. See the strange thing? Let's watch again. When it's still loading, you'll see the strange thing that you don't see the blue man over there that disappeared. Very important. The strange thing is where the hardest stuff because with Batman with this crime is stand outside. You don't see yourself, it still disappears. You must do it over again, like my PSP does. If you do my PSP, use the air ambulance method on the PSP, not PS2. Just use a police car, that's all. sometimes the strange things appears again. And use a PS emulator using save state that does not account. You press X. You spam S, keep spamming until you see strange things. Now you stay stuck. You entered the marker too early at 13 seconds. So it's not allowed. Watch the timer. You press S too early. You see yourself outside, walking out. So it's really insane. So, see a blue man walking nearby to the criminal. So this one is the thing that is the marker on the upside. That's option 2. Option 1 you can duplicate. That's when the timer reaches you on the cutscene. It's hard. I get really nightmares. I get pissed off and I will go walk outside. Nobody ever do that. Maybe I'm a little bit pissed. No one ever can try that. So if you duplicate the mission, sometimes it's pretty hard, it's pretty tough. Just march, jog, just run, maybe jog outside, and take just a deep breath. Watch this, what happens if you get the same marker and keep spamming X. So here we go. If you did a good timing, you'll see yourself in the criminal outside. You'll be duplicated. So watch what happens if you don't use the air ambulance. If you don't dump the second unmarked non-blip van, you'll be lost. So after arriving at the destination, this is what happens if you enter the wrong vehicle with non-blipped. On the top of the domestobot, you get several damage. And it costs $10,000 domestobot, you'll be destroyed. Every time the domestobot has one arm. This one is a normal vehicle like I have it. Right here on my game, I did not do that the same as this one. Now, you'll see myself in the domestobot controlling inside after the air ambulance sometimes can be disappeared. If you do that, do not act like Luis Fernandez that doing that on the 1 hour video. Watch what happens if you're outside in the interior in the glitch world. You'll be upside down glitch. You crash yourself, a robot. Once again, the man is over there. He's standing right there for the glitch Armando. And you see the robot is barrel rolling until it's destroyed. Never do that. So here is the air ambulance that I marked already on the interior. So it's pretty hard, pretty tricky. If you crash your helicopter to enter the inside the match with domestobot was inside, you'll be fell up there and you go outside. You do not want to rage. First, just find the criminal outside on an Empire mission. Just find a police vehicle to mark an air ambulance. Just head toward the padlock. Activate Vigilante. And then cancel it. Also, press and hold X. Now head head toward the air ambulance on the second island. After that, reaching the air ambulance, use the side door. You're gonna be marked the air ambulance. This is pretty tricky. Use the teleport inside of the interior in the underworld. So you fly toward the interior until you see the destination. Keep flying so you don't go too low. You'll be respawn outside. After reaching the destination, you see the apartment. You must mark like this, the same as he does. As you can see, the air ambulance still marked. I have there. It's gonna crash over there. It's pretty insane. The good timing to the duplication when the van is sunk in the water. Just watch the video. How do you part the air ambulance like this? This is pretty tough. When you don't want to get nightmares, just get off the roof, head on the second island back, and drive any vehicle that you want, and enter the side mission vehicle. So after reaching the destination, you'll find a police motorcycle. This is what I did that too early many times. Let's not talk about it. Just activate Vigilante, cancel it, nearby the rampage. This time you see the time machine that reaches 5 seconds. Get off the bike immediately, like you see on the video. After 5 seconds, press X once. 2, 1, 0. Spam X. So that's option 1. Finding a faster car was cheetah. So you better go to the ammunition first, then get out. Bringing the car back to the destination where the 2 box bills are duplicated. Just bring at least a cheetah as an optional to push the non-blip boxville. Just keep pushing and you see glitch off. This one is a blip boxville that you cannot enter it. This one is glitched. So you must push the boxville towards where the bridge. For a longer one, just use a cheetah on PSP. Maybe PS2 does not gonna work. I did that before, so the heavy box build can goes underneath and push it a little bit faster. I did that for multiple times without a cheetah. That's something can be optional. That is non-optional. This one is pretty tricky. When the van is sunken in the ocean, just press and hold X. Press and hold X or square to enter the van that is duplicated until the air ambulance you see yourself behind the air ambulance. Sometimes it's pretty hard and it's pretty tough. You get nightmares and do not destroy your device. On the back of the wheels, it's almost reached to the dead end. Just enter it, then use a grenade to enter it. Press and hold X or square. As you can see, you spawn yourself behind the air ambulance when it's marked. If you're too close, it will disappear. Maybe the air ambulance can be tricky to teleport outside after you getting out, like I just did in my game. Just watch the video. After you enter the domestobot, not only is the domestobot, it cannot be no extra and cannot be all proof. It was unobtainable. The all proof domestobot is unobtainable when Armando is shooting it. Nothing will happen if domestobot, when it's indestructible with domestic 0, does not account. This one is easier to get me out of the thing, you know. It's too easy for me. Just do the same thing as me and the video. After that, the ambulance remains. The air ambulance remains outside. The important thing is try to use a padlock on the helicopter is pretty tricky for you on PSP that you get nightmares. This is pretty hard. If you lose your control with the helicopter, if you get failure attempts, just watch the video multiple times to obtain a domestobot at least 200 attempts. After you enter the air ambulance, just fly towards out on the boundaries. Just not worry about those stuff. Just fly lower a little bit. So you spawn yourself out there and spam up 2 times. Spam up 2 times to pretend the helicopter the domestic was destroyed. First off, if you trying to get a padlock assignment, use the air ambulance method on PSP, but not PS2, but it's too easy. Let's just not worry about PS2 has no upside down glitch. Use a bicycle to teleport in yourself inside until you get a domestobot that you did it. Only works on PS2 method. PSP use an air ambulance for upside down glitch. go towards the rampage. So don't get collision with the air ambulance to crash yourself. Fly towards the second rampage on the police station where the cholos are hostile. Notice that cholos are hostile after having a good time from Umberto Rubina. They're no longer neutral. They're always being hostile like Pale and Brute in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Immediately press up. After that, just fly lower. Do not get a collision with the air ambulance. You'll be destroyed. Or else you get nightmares. You get super exhausted. Fly a little bit lower so you land safely. Keep looking down so the cholos can not see you. When the timer hits 35, get out of the air ambulance. And then let the timer reaches 0 on the rampage. So watch out with the cholos, but they become hostile. After the rampage hits 0, go to the padlock. When it reaches 0, get back in the air ambulance and hold accent triangle like this. The hardest thing to crash a helicopter to teleport yourself inside. This is pretty tricky when you crash your helicopter onto the side. When you do this, hold triangle, release X, download stick up. Just like the air ambulance seen in the video. Watch what happens. And voila, you teleport inside. And teleport the domestobot. So watch again. If the air ambulance crashed the Armando Mendez mansion, crash your helicopter on the side to teleport yourself inside. This can be tricky for you. So watch the video slower. Watch the air ambulance that you crash yourself a helicopter can be tricky for you. To teleport yourself inside, you don't get nightmares, just go pause your game, go walk outside. Sometimes it goes sideways and goes up. Sometimes it may go back up, you damage your helicopter and catches fire, you have to redo it all over again. This is what happens if you fail attempts. Just redo it at least 200 attempts, not duplication. The player came out. You see that helicopter. There is a barrel roll on the side until it's destroyed. The door must be marked so the helicopter won't disappear on the Woodland mansion. Armando Mendez mansion, I mean. This air ambulance that's still marked, so I had to do it. I will be super exhausted until I got it. I have to do it at least 200 attempts obtaining the air ambulance. Watch again. You see the player teleporting inside, block the air ambulance. You'll see him still teleporting inside and you get stuck. This helicopter crash on the sideways is pretty hard for you. The air ambulance crashed under the sideways on the up button. that you don't want to mess with. Keep holding S to teleport yourself and domestobot back onto the Sunshiny Auto. Many times if an ambulance gets destroyed and catching fire, it's pretty tough on that. That's it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time from Jose Serrano.